The sad thing is that the thought went through my mind, how long do I have to live, 3 weeks or 4 weeks? And it was that dramatic.
Alzheimer's. Leland Shelton never expected the doctor to say that one word.
Initially, I was probably pretty quiet, pretty depressed, the typical why me. I guess I was just probably scared.
He hated to think what it would mean for everyone he loved, his wife Joan, his children, and his 6 grandchildren.
But for some reason, I was thinking that I was going to be able to see them graduate, all 6 of them, from either college or high school or grade school. But something to look forward to, and all of a sudden I realized that it may not be that long.
I should know.
Alzheimer's is a family diagnosis. Donna Lara's mother is now in the mid-stages of the disease.
I think what for me is when Mom didn't remember when I went through my cancer, and I had told my daughter, something's not right with Mom. Living with it every day is, it's a new challenge, because you don't know what every day is going to bring and what's going to happen.
Perhaps the most difficult question comes in that moment the doctor first gives the diagnosis.
But he gives you those words, and then you're not there for very long, and so you're walking out with that, and you think, okay, what do I do next?
The answer for the Sheltons and so many other families: call the Alzheimer's Association.
It was an amazing phone call, and it's been an amazing support group. And I expected them to have good information, and I knew that we would learn a lot from them. But I was really most surprised and pleased about their graciousness. It's a very gracious place.
I'd say you're doing a really good job. It's just going to take a lot of patience.
The care and counseling the Alzheimer's Association provides gives families the assistance and resources they so desperately need while dealing with an illness that at times can feel overwhelming and uncontrollable.
Alzheimer's disease can be a very lonely, isolating kind of experience for a family. And the Alzheimer's Association strives to bring families together to learn from each other, as well as have that information and education provided by professional staff and volunteers.
Welcome. Welcome to the group tonight. It's nice to see you all. I'm glad you chose to come to a place where you can get some encouragement and support.
The Alzheimer's Association's services have been developed over the years with a lot of input from family members, caregivers, and individuals with the diagnosis of Alzheimer's or another form of dementia. So what we've done is tailor things that meet the needs of families by, first of all, listening to them.
Services include a 24-hour bilingual helpline staffed by trained counselors.
I do want to send you some information.
Support groups and educational programs for patients and caregivers.
Dementia means is your brain isn't.
And training for healthcare professionals.
We think of the services the association provides in 2 categories: cope and hope. Coping skills are critical for families like mine, along with the encouragement and compassion we need during this very difficult journey. Hope is what inspires us.
For the people who work and volunteer at the Alzheimer's Association, this is their life's work, their calling. They are not only committed to helping families deal with the disease, but funding the research to find the cure.
We give because we know they are good stewards of our money and because our donations are making a difference, not just for our loved ones, but for our own generation, who will be facing the threat of Alzheimer's in the not-so-distant future.
They have wonderful people here that are watching over the money that's raised. I mean, it seems like every board meeting I learned something else about some progress that's been made with Alzheimer's research.
And the progress being made in Alzheimer's research is dramatic. The Alzheimer's Association has always offered hope as well as help. And with continued breakthroughs in research, there are more reasons than ever to be hopeful.
The research in Alzheimer's now is groundbreaking, literally. 10 years ago, we only had a couple of drugs that we could use to treat some of the symptoms of Alzheimer's, and that was pretty much the only mechanism that we had available that was studied. Currently, we have dozens of trials in production.
There are days, these families will tell you, that it feels like too much, but they will also tell you on those days and every other day, having someone beside them has made all the difference. That is what they have found in the Alzheimer's Association: knowledge, support, understanding, hope.
Just knowing that you're not alone, you know, you're not the only one that's dealing with this disease, that there are many others that have dealt with it already, you know, and it's good to know that you're not alone.
They give you a lot of dignity through this. They have dignity and they hand it out freely.
It is only possible with the support and generosity of our community, our greatest reason to hope.